Juste, nous voulons que M. Ibrahim Traore arrête de faire des exactions contre les populations civiles, qui n'ont rien demandé, qui ne savent même pas où se trouve la capitale du Burkina Faso, à savoir Ouagadougou. Donc c'est des gens qui vivent dans des villages, qui ne connaissent rien de la vie politique. Les djihadistes viennent, ils s'occupent des villages, ils les obligent à s'habiller en pourquoi. On vous dit, vous vous habillez en pourquoi, sinon je reviens dans une semaine, je vous abat vous tous. Les gens, ils s'habillent en pourquoi, ils n'ont pas envie de mourir, on les oblige à le faire. Après, lorsque les VDP viennent, ou les forces de défense de Faso viennent, ils leur disent, ah, quand vous êtes habillés en pourquoi, ça veut dire que vous êtes des complices, des djihadistes, on les massacre. Ils sont entre le marteau des djihadistes et l'enclume de l'armée burkinabé. C'est ça la vérité. Donc ces gens, ils sont pas là. On doit les défendre. C'est des humains. On n'est pas mieux qu'eux. C'est pourquoi les combattants de la liberté, les gens juste doivent se lever pour dire non à ces massacres.
Some Burkinabés went to France to protest against Captain Ibrahim Traore in France, that they demand that he steps down immediately for, democratic process to take place. And it is funny how it happened, moving all the way from Burkina Faso, get to the colonial masters or the former colonial masters and demonstrate against your own president who took power through the barrel of the gun, but very peacefully, and ensuring that the development that are happening within the country has never happened within the history of Burkina Faso. So it is very disheartening seeing African man demonstrating against his very own that he should step down. And you see, these are the tactics of the colonial masters. And then the Eastern, and the West, what they do is they plant, the people that are very close to you to take you on. And then you look bad. They brand you very bad in the sight of everybody on the globe. And then there is space around you to take you on. This has been the norm. So particularly, I am not surprised that Burkinabés are demonstrating against this guy that is doing marvelous within, his country. If you look at what he has done, factories, and then the development, youth development, a lot of projects that has occasioned within his tenure just 2 years ago. And then you see, obviously, definitely, it's not everybody that is going to, kind of like you, but the manner in which they orchestrate this. Look at the video and then watch the people around him, the guy that is speaking. Almost everybody has buried their heads down, not even wanting to be captured by the cameras that they are using themselves. I mean, this is a pure orchestration by, the French to ensure that, to create a certain, spectacle about the president who is leading the people to glory, so that he will seem bad, that he came through the rings of government, through the barrel of the gun, and that, democracy is democracy an African thing? How has democracy helped Burkina Faso since Thomas Sankara was brutally? How has democracy helped Burkina Faso and the rest of the African countries, so to speak? I think Africans need to be bold, to speak to the issues head on. So this video is very sad, very disheartening, looking at, the way, the speaker seemed very bold and all that. But the question people are asking is that, why did he leave Burkina Faso and moved to France to do this? Could he not have demonstrated in Burkina Faso so that it will be very easy, for the people to hear, and then he will have direct access to the authorities? Why did he move out? And then when you move, I didn't go to any other place but your former colonial masters. You see, what is happening in Burkina Faso, you know, there used to be some big men in court who have been using democracy to enrich themselves and continued to exploit the poor. And they are the kind of group that do not understand and who have this, connivance with the French, and so everything that is going on is not by accident. And, this is the kind of leadership the whole Africa needs. We want a leader who means his word and would go to the extreme to ensure that his people are well protected and developed. There are certain sections of the media or within the space that are even pushing that the AES, the Sahel group, should even join the BRICS, to have that kind of protection and safety. Because the way these guys, the French, are very wild, it seemed to me clearly that when these Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, broke away from the French colonies, they are very wild because this used to be the base that they get all their natural resources, gas and everything, petroleum, gold, everything that they used, in France actually emanated or was moved from these countries. And so now that they are out, they are very wild and they are not getting the access to these raw materials which they depended on. And so they are very wild. So this Sahel group should be very careful, and if possible, if they could join the BRICS, this is just a suggestion. You can also, put your suggestion within the comment section, and then we look at it, because the way they are wild, Ibrahim Traore should be very careful. Should be very, very careful. The whole of Africa love him, and every African country needs a leader who is bold and will hold the bull by the horn and then take good decision for his people like he's doing. So within just 2 years, we are all seeing all his handwork, everything that he's doing within the country. And we appreciate him so much, but he should be very careful at this point where, they are now beginning to use his very own people against him. This is just the beginning. He should be very careful. Food for thought. This is Authentic Plus TV. Kindly subscribe to the channel, share this video, and like. Thank you.